Exercise 3.2, first question. Write all the factors of the following numbers. We will take the first number, 36. So here the factors, when you are going to see the number 1 will be common, so number itself. So next 2, because here we are going to see 6 at the unit place, and 3 it will go, next 4, next 5 it won't go. So we know the divisibility rules. Okay, so here just to follow the divisibility rules and we can write the factors easily. So next it goes for 6, 7 and 8, it won't go. Next 9, next 12 it will go. Next 13, 14, 15, okay, 18 it will go. So next it goes 36. So these are the factors 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36. Next we go for the other number, that is 23. So 23 is a prime number, so we will have only two factors, so that is 1 and the number itself, 23. So next we go for the third number, that is 96 here. So 96, 1 is common, next 2, next 3 it will go, next 4 it will go, 6 it will go, 8 it will go, next 12 it will go, 16, next 24, next 33, 32 it will go, next 48 2 times, next 96 self number itself. So next we go for fourth one, which is 115 here. So the number is big here, so 1 is common here, and as the unit place is 5, we can say that 5 number will go. 3 number won't go because 1 plus 1 plus 5, it is 7, which is not divisible by 3. So 5, next it won't go for 6, 7. Okay, so all numbers when you try it won't go. So the other number we see here, that is 23, and after that the number itself we are going to see here, 115. Second question, which of the following pairs are co-primes? So in this they gave first question 18 and 35. So here we are going to check the factors of 18 and 35. After that we are going to see is there any common factor between this 18 and 35. So 18, when you are going to see the factors includes 1, so 1 is common, next 2, 3, 6, 9, 18. So coming to 35 here, so you have 1 is common, next 5, next 7, and next it will be 35. So the common factor here, in the sense only 1 is only the common factor. So here we can say that 18 and 35 are co-primes. So second question, so 216 and 215. So here 216 we are going to see the factors here. That will be 1, 2, 4, 6 here, and it goes with 8 and 12, and you just check the 216 like factors, whether it is divisible by 2, 3, 4 or not. So it is divisible by 2 and also it is divisible by 3 here, so we get 3 also one factor here. So we get 18, 24, 36, 54, 72, 1, 108. So these are some these are the factors of 216. Now coming to 215 here, so 1 is the common factor. After that it will go by 5 here, and it will go with 215, the same number. Now you see the common factor will be 1 only. Okay, so because at the unit place the number is 5 here, so we get rare factors with this number. So only one is common factor, so we can say that 216 and 215 are co-primes. Now coming to the third problem, 30 and 415. So 30, when you are going to see, the factors are 1, 2 is there, 3 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there, 10, 15 and 30. Now coming to 415 here, here the factors will be 1 and another factor will be 5 here, because the unit place is 5 here. So again the number itself will be there, so many factors may be there. Okay, so no need to go for all these factors now. So we can say that the common factor is 1 here, another common factor you are going to see here is 5 here. So it is having more than 2 common factors, so we can say that these two numbers are not co-primes, because it is having more than 2 common factors. Next, fourth one, 17 and 68. When you are going to see, the 17 is a prime number, so it will be having two common two factors. One is 1 and number itself, and 68, when you are going to see, 1 is common and it goes with 17, that is 4, and it is 17 and another is number itself. So one is a common factor here, and another common factor you are going to see, that is 17. So it is having more than 2 common factors, so we can say that it is not a co-prime. So next, third problem, what is the greatest prime number between 1 and 20? So here we are going to find out the prime number. So here we know that first we are going to find out the multiples. After that we just subtract the total number by the composite number, then we get the prime numbers. So first we will write the numbers from 1 to 20 here. So these are the numbers from 1 to 20. So first we are going to cancel, circle here 1, because it is neither prime number or a composite number. So after that we go for multiples of 2, so that is 4, 1 is 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Next we go multiples of 3, that is 6, 9, 12, 15, next 18. So next we go for multiples of 4 here, 4, 8, 12, 16. Next multiples of 5, that is 10, 15, 20. Multiples of 6, 12, 18. Multiples of 7 will be 14, and 8 will be 16, 9 will be 18. So now we get the composite numbers. We separated the composite numbers. So now we will separate the prime numbers here. So in the first row, when you see, the prime numbers are 2, 3, 5 here. So here the prime number is 7 only. At the third row we have the prime numbers 11 and 13, and here we have prime number 17 and 19. So in the question they asked what is the greatest prime number. So here the greatest prime number will be here 19 is the greatest prime number, we can say. And the smallest prime number when you want to see, then the 2 will be the smallest prime number. Fourth problem, find the prime and composite numbers between 10 and 30. So here we are going to write the numbers from 10 to 30. So after that we will separate the composite numbers here. Then we are going to see the prime numbers. So these are the numbers from 10 to 30. So first we are going to see the multiples of 2 here. Okay, so 2 we are going to circle. So that is 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So these are the multiples of 2. Next we go for multiples of 3 here. That is 15 here, 18, 21, 24, 27. Next we go for multiples of 5 here, 15, 20, 25, 30. Next 6 multiples, 12, 18, 24, 30. 7 multiples like 14, 21, 28. Of next 8 multiples, 16, 24. Next 9 multiples, 18, 27. 10 multiples, 20, 30. So we have taken all the single digit multiples here, and after that we just separate the prime numbers now. So the prime numbers will be here 11 and 13. So here it will be 17 and 19, and here it is 23, and here it is 29 here. So the numbers which are circled are the composite numbers, and these are the prime numbers we are going to see here. Fifth problem, the numbers 17 and 71 are prime numbers. Both these numbers have same digits 1 and 7. Find two more such pairs of prime numbers below 100. So here you see here 1 7 is there, and when you reverse it you see 7 1. So both are prime numbers here. So these are prime numbers. So these are prime numbers. So here you have to select a number, and when you reverse it you should get the prime number. So both the number should be prime number. Suppose I take here 1 2, and when I reverse here 2 1. So here 12 is not a prime number here, because it is having factors 2 4 6. So this is not a prime number. 21 is also not a prime number, because it has factors 3 7. So this is not a prime numbers here. So we have to select in such a way that the numbers, when you are going to write in the reverse order also, that reverse number should also be a prime number. So here when you are going to write 13 here, so 13 is a prime number. When you reverse here that will be 31. So these two numbers are prime numbers here. So these two numbers are prime numbers. So in the same way, when you take 79 and reverse it to 97, so these two numbers also prime numbers, because these numbers are having only the common factor, that is 1 here. So this is 1 and this is 2. So they asked two such pairs. So this is the first pair 13 and 31. This is the second pair 79 and 97. Sixth question, write three pairs of twin primes between 20. So twin primes means here we know that the difference will be 2 here. So between two primes the difference will be 2 here. So here you take like 2 and 3. So both are prime numbers, but the difference is not 2 here, it is 1. So we can't say these are twin primes here. So now you take 3 and 5. So the difference is 2 here, and we can say that 3 and 5 are twin primes. So in the same way you take 5 is a prime number, 7 is a prime number, and both the are having this 5 and 7 is having difference 2 here, and we can say that it is a prime number, twin primes. So we can say that it is a twin primes. So in the same way 11 you take, 13 you take here. So the difference is 2 here, and the 2 is the difference between 11 and 13. So we can say that 13 and 11 are twin primes. So in the same way, they asked three pairs. So we got one pair, second pair, and third pair. And you can continue up to 20 here. 20 at 20, 17 is a prime number and 19 is a prime number. The difference is 2 here, and it is also a twin primes here, because the difference is 2 here. So these are the 4 pairs you are going to see. So you can write any 3 pairs below 20. You see that the twin prime the prime number should have the difference 2 here. Okay, so if you are seeing the difference 2 between two primes, then that primes are called as twin primes here. Seventh problem, write two prime numbers whose product is 35. So here we are going to see the factors of 35 first, then we will check the prime numbers in the factors. So 35, when you are going to see the factors of 35 are 1, 5, 7, the number itself, that is 35. So here when you are going to see the multiplication of 1 into 35, you are going to see 35 here, but the numbers are not prime numbers. So here 1 into 35, when you are going to see, you get 35 here, but 35 is not a prime number because it has factors 5 and 7. So now when you see 5 into 7, the product will be 35, and here the number 5 is a prime number and 7 is a prime number. So write two prime numbers whose product is 35 means 5 is a prime number, 7 is a prime number. So 5 into 7 is 35. So these are the two prime numbers. 5 and 7 are two prime numbers. 5 and 7 are two prime numbers whose product is 35 here. Eighth question, express 36 as the sum of two odd numbers. So here we are going to see the prime numbers from 1 to 36. After that we are going to sum that prime numbers so that the sum should be 36 here. So from 1 to 36, when you are going to see, so what are the prime numbers from 1 to 36 we are going to write here. So that will be 2, 3, 5, 7. So after that 11, 13, 17, 19. So in 20s it will be 23, 29 here. So after that it will be 31. So these are the prime numbers from 1 to 36. So now we are going to add this any two numbers so that we are going to get 36 as the sum here. So like 31 plus 5 we are going to see it will be 36 here. So you see here 31 plus 5, so it will be 36, and you see another number like 13 you take here, 13 plus 23 when you are going to take, so it will be 36. So you take these are the prime number. 31 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 13 is a prime number, 23 is a prime number. So in this way we are going to take any two numbers. So here odd prime numbers he told. So these 31 is a odd number, 5 is a odd number, 13 is also odd number, 23 is also odd number. So when you are going to add this, you are going to get 36 as the sum here. So in the same way you take any two numbers in such a way that the sum should be 36. So I think these are the two possible ways where you get the sum 36. Ninth problem, write 7 consecutive composite numbers less than 100. So here consecutive here in the sense which is the number which occurs one after the other. So one after the other. Like we say like 2, 3, 4, so these are the consecutive numbers, or we say like 11, 12, 13, so these are the consecutive numbers. So we have to select such 7 consecutive numbers. You take any consecutive number So in that the numbers should also be composite numbers. Composite numbers means what here in the sense we have studied like which is having more than two factors. So when you are going to select any seven numbers, in that there should not be any prime number. So they are asking the continuous successive composite numbers. So here suppose I select 1 to 7 suppose. So 1 to 7 when I select here. So here there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 when you are going to write here. So 1 is neither a composite number or a prime number. So it is not. So 2 is a prime number. So this is a prime number, this is a prime number, and this is a composite number. This is a composite number. So now this is a prime number, this is a composite number, this is a prime number. Now are we getting a consecutive composite numbers like 4? After that we are not getting here 5 here, but we are getting 6 here. So here 4, 6 we are writing. So now we can't say like 4 and 6 are a consecutive numbers here. So consecutive means 4, 5, 6, 7 like this. So in that sequence, all the numbers should be composite numbers here. All the numbers should be composite numbers. Suppose you take like 21, 22. I just want to check here whether these all are composite numbers here in the sense. So no number should be here prime number. So here in between when you select here, so this is prime number. So this sequence is also not applicable. So we are going to check all the numbers here from 1 to 100, and we are going to see that the numbers, all the 7 numbers should be consecutive, and also the number should be composite numbers. So both conditions has to be satisfied here. So when you check here from 1 to 100 here, we got the numbers like 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. So these are the numbers when you are going to see here. All the 7 numbers are composite numbers. That means all the numbers having more than 2 factors, and they are consecutive. That means occurring one after the other here. So this is the sequence we are going to select from 1 to 100. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. These are consecutive, and also they are composite numbers. So total 7 are there here. 7 consecutive composite numbers means we have to write from 90 to 96. Next, 10th question. Express 53 as the sum of 3 prime numbers. So here first we are going to write the prime numbers from 1 to 53 here. Okay. So here 1 we can't say it is a prime nor a composite number. Okay. So next we go for the other number 2, 3, 5, 7. So next it is 11, 13, 17, 19, and next it is in the 20s, it is 23, 29. So after that in 31, 37 we see. In 40s it is 41, 43, and 47. So these are the prime numbers from 1 to 53. And they said you select any 3 numbers here so that the sum of the 3 numbers, 3 prime numbers should be 53 here. So here I just select here. So here there is no condition like it should be repeated or not repeated. So they didn't say anything about that point here. So we are going to repeat if possible. So we will check the numbers here. So let's take here 31 we have taken. So next 11 we have taken. Next again 11 we have taken. So we will be getting 53 here. So this is the one pattern we are going to see of prime numbers here. So next we take again 11 here. So next we take 17, and after that 23 we will take. So when you add here, you get a pattern this, and total is 53 here. Next we take 31 here, and after that 19 we will take, and after that 3 we will take, and we will get the sum is 53 here. So in this way, just shuffle the numbers and see that the total is 53 or not. So 11th question, write two prime numbers whose difference is 10 here. So let's write some few prime numbers here, like we know, like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29 is there. So next 31 is there, 37. So in this way, when you are going to write so up to 50, when you see these are the prime numbers. So here we are going to select any two numbers and see that the difference will be 10 here. So select any two numbers. So see here 13, 3 when you are going to see. So this is the first pattern. When you see 13 minus 3, you get 10 here. So this 13 and 3 are two prime numbers whose difference is 10. So next will be 17 minus 7. So that will be 10. And next 29 minus 19, the difference is 10 here. Next you see in this way 47 is there. 47 minus 37, when you take the difference is 10. So in this way you take the prime numbers and just select the prime numbers in such a way that the difference will be 10 here. So these are some a few prime numbers whose difference is 10. Next, 12th problem. Write three pairs of prime numbers less than 20 whose sum is divisible by 5. So prime numbers from 1 to 20 we are going to select here. So like we know 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. So these are the prime numbers from 1 to 20. So we are going to select from these prime numbers, okay, and we are going to add it, and the sum should be divisible by 5. Such prime numbers we are going to select here. So first one, when you see 2 plus 3, that will be 5 here. So 5 is divisible by 5. So the number is divisible by 5 or not, how we are going to check here? In the sense, we know like in the unit place it should be either 0 or 5. So here at the unit place it is 5. We can say that the number is divisible by 5. So another pair you take 3 plus 7 you take, you get 10 here. At the unit place it is 0. So we can say that the number is divisible by 5. So in the same way 7 plus 13, when you are going to take, you get 20 here. So at the unit place it is 0. So we can say that the number is divisible by 5. So in the same way 3 plus 17 you take, you get 20 here. So this is also divisible by 5. So like that we got a few pairs here. So they asked 3 pairs. Okay, so this any 3 pairs you select here and you see that the sum should be divisible by 5 here.